Okay, we're live.
Alright, audience speed.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first be-all, end-all. I am your host, Tyler Brian Blackburn, or the Lore Keeper.
I am Joy. I also go by B. I'm not giving you my last name.
I'm Caleb. I am Carter.
I'm Brooklyn.
I'm Mikey.
I am
like Steve Irwin.
I am Lincoln. To myself in 40 years from now, I sincerely apologize.
I'm not sorry. None of us are sorry.
Well, we've all have we've done the ritual. We've seen the movie.
This was
Now-
my first
Hold
time.
on. What movie have we watched?
Oh, well, it's quite simple. What movie did we watch?
Caleb. There's a lot of buzzing in it.
Yeah? We had Jerry Sinfeld in it.
There was an exorbitant amount of racism.
B-ish.
B-ish.
It was weirdly racist and also like a commentary on classism and the capitalism.
If you haven't figured it out by now, we watched the B movie, and this was interesting for me because I have never seen the B movie before.
We had a virgin with
So this was my very first time watching the B movie.
It was the B virginity was not taken gently.
virginity.
It was ripped.
From the
Mildly confused and very underwhelmed.
And luckily, our resident churchgoer Lincoln here,
Our resident white boy.
actually
Give it
took
a-
the time
give it
out
a
of his
one.
fucking day to write notes about the movie.
Notes. He took notes.
All right,
If
what-
this ever is a podcast and you're actually listening to this, anyone else in the world, this white man who is balding at 20
Calm down.
pages of notes.
Simmer down now.
Happy for no reason.
ages.
All right.
What?
It's a
Not
recording.
even cover his hairline.
Yeah, that makes it. All they're hearing is now. Whenever they think of Link, they're just gonna think fully bald.
No, he's only like 50% bald.
No, he just has a really, really deep widow's peak.
Alright.
Unique hairline.
All right.
She's
We're getting off topic for a sec, but here, let's start with Link. Would you like to say some of your notes that you've got today?
Okay.
First we need initial first impressions. Then we'll
Right.
go
Yeah,
Good idea.
I say we start with B since they created this
Yeah.
fresh, clean version of
I do want to say before we
Everybody
begin
starts
this, if it isn't, well, I guess it's obvious to all of us, but on the off chance that this gets to anybody else, this is a spoof on the McElroy brothers and who else was it?
Cool
a guy
fall.
from the Best Idea of All Time.
That podcast. It's a spoof on their Till Death Do Us Blart podcast.
Yes.
Yes, we were inspired.
If we all have
That's a description.
if
Yeah.
we all have to decide, give a one word to describe this movie, what word would that be? Start thinking of it.
B.
All right. Asshole.
Am I wrong?
That's looking at a movie and going, oh, yes. My takeaway from this is that it's a
Film.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm like...
All right.
Alright, so hi, I'm B again. For my first impressions watching a movie that is completely my namesake. Yes, it is my namesake. I'm claiming this now.
You like the movie.
Are you sure you want to claim this?
Yes.
It is an important
There
part of your
is,
life.
from a filmmaking standpoint, for important context, I am in a major in college for filmmaking. From a filmmaking standpoint,
We have a fucking professional.
We gotta get the look.
fuck up and let me die.
That's professionalism here.
Why are we defending the film standpoint of the
Let me give you my first impression. So, from a filmmaking standpoint, the voiceovers and the voice acting was amazing. The comedy was on point. The animation could have been better. The animation could have been way better.
That's good.
And the Guardians of the
No.
Galaxy came out in 2010, and it looks
Yes,
phenomenal.
it did. And also,
Yeah, that fucking.
animation, 3D animation has been out since what? Before the 2000s at this point?
movie is
Any fucking tale that could pull it off and it could be actually
Veggie
something.
Tale was early 2000s as well.
I thought the B movie came out like 10, 15 years ago. It came out in 2007.
So what I'm saying is what Mikey just said. The Guardians of Ga'Hoole, if you've ever seen it, is a gorgeous movie from
With owls?
Yeah, it's so good. I
From-
read the books.
the
Okay, this is getting on topic. But
to the lighting in the animation, to the animation itself. This is a 2006 movie, but it's not the movie that we watched, unfortunately.
this is Jerry Seinfeld.
You know there's a video game based off of that movie, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
It's
kidding.
actually a book series.
Yes, it's also a book.
I think
Anyways,
you know.
back to the
I thought you were about to say
No,
there's a
the
video
B
game
movie.
based
There's
off
a
the
video-
B movie.
There is.
There is recorded video footage from a game for the B movie. It's on YouTube.
All right.
Is Jerry Seinfeld playing it?
I literally watched it in VR.
Because you had nothing there to do with VR, but
I
that's
laid
the
in
B
bed
movie.
and hung off my ass watching the B movie game.
That doesn't sound like something you'd do.
Of course I fucking would. What do you take me for, a normal person?
My mistake.
First impressions, not from a filmmaking standpoint. Why? Why?
What?
Why would let Jerry Seinfeld make a movie that's racist but also points out classism?
And a B movie.
Why would you do that?
It's
Why would
a
you make
kid's
it
cartoon about bees.
so immersive and yet so unimmersive that one single thing can take you out if you know anything about lawyers or planes. Is that finale? No, you could have done that better.
What?
Why?
You don't aspire to be a bee lawyer?
I really don't. I thought it would be
As a
something
kid,
better than Jerry Seinfeld.
Wake up one morning, look at the ceiling. I want to become a bee-ish lawyer.
Yeah, just transition to a bee.
I mean, you're already halfway there.
And for anybody who may be listening to this at Lincoln's Church, God's dead.
No, I hope not. Hey! No, I hope nobody from my church is listening to this. Good lord.
Dude,
Oh,
I think if your dad
oh,
realized you were doing this, he'd have a stroke.
There's anything wrong with doing this. It's just embarrassing.
On the tongue of God, this was not a blessed movie.
This was not a creation of the Lord.
Yahweh, Allah, and
This was
Jesus did not even have a hand in this.
God
Town
turned
is
his
not
face
approved.
away.
God does not approve of this.
And Mr. Owens, if you happen to be listening to this, we blame Lincoln full-heartedly.
This is entirely Lincoln's fault.
No!
Part was just the genius. You were the problem.
You're out of 10, I need to get it too, Lincoln.
Your horses are out. They need to be held.
Yeah, you need to go back to the state.
Chance we all don't live past 7 days after seeing this movie.
It's like the
Everything goes to my dog.
Barry B. Benson's gonna come kill us.
Listen, I'm just saying, I wasn't allergic to bees until after this movie.
It's going to be really sad if one of us dies tomorrow and this is the last recording of our life.
It's like, oh man, my
That would be
son
mad.
just died. Oh, let's listen to his final words. Barry B. Benson.
He is! And also, he's an idiot. What did you expect when you sued the human race for all your honey?
Okay, first of all, can we just take a second to realize that a insect, something with no conscience whatsoever,
Well, I would say
figured out that the
very
human
little.
race was extorting them apparently for honey, which apparently they were in this reality. Like they even the companies knew they were extorting these bees.
You have to remember that the POV of the movie was in the bee's mind. It was not of the
Right.
human race.
The
Yes,
president
they
became the
interpret-
human president after
So
this. I
what we
bet.
have to understand then is that Barry B. Benson was hallucinating vividly.
So this is
And-
actually
My 12th laugh. My 12th laugh was them talking about a smoker like it was a firearm salesman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go through your list of.
Oh yeah.
Wait, no, we need to
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the
We have to
one
do
word.
our first impressions first.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
my one word was why.
Caleb, what's your one word?
It's yellow.
Yeah.
Carter?
Unhinged.
Alright.
Not that far off from mine. Uncomfortable.
Philosophical.
I guess
Very
philosophy.
No, I've been really pondering my orbs the
You
whole
were
time.
pondering your orb? Were you pondering these nuts? Hey, you never know.
I mean, technically, if you have nuts, it's 2 orbs to wander right there.
Yeah, you do. Anyway, mana
Exactly.
is stored in the ball.
Always.
Cancer.
Lincoln.
Alright, Link, what's your word?
What's your major?
Lincoln, speak.
No, don't let me speak.
Alright, I got my word. I got my word.
Beach.
Alright. Flammable.
I was thinking about the word self-immolation, so.
That's 2 words, you asshole.
Oh, it's debatable.
Yes,
We've just woken up Tyler's roommate.
I don't think we woke him
And
up.
they
I
were
think
roommates.
he's pissing. He's currently frying some KFC.
What?
Hold on, quiet. No, have you not heard the fucking... have you never heard the thing of when you're pissing loud and you hit the bowl and people go, hey, you frying chicken in there?
Tyler, you are talking to someone with a coot.
Oh my Christ almighty, I just realized you guys are cultured like me and Caleb. Alright, but everybody be quiet.
Take your cock and balls and get out.
Not anymore, big boy.
They're out here.
Never call him big boy.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, God, that gave me indigestion.
It's my fucking turn now.
All of y'all give me fucking indigestion.
Alright, we've done our one-word review. Link, would you like to read some of your...
Wait, no, Lincoln didn't give us. Oh wait, no.
I don't have a word.
Yes, he did.
Self-immolation.
Speechless.
That's the word. Hyphen. There we go.
It got really quiet for a second.
He's deep in chunks of
Man,
water.
He's trying... He's
When you go through them in order, no context.
I've had half a stack of laughs in this movie. I had 32.
Oh, wow.
Two.
I went out of my way to make sure I didn't just like chuckle for no reason, and I still had 32.
32. Well, hey,
Beat
Jerry
Travis
Seinfeld
McElroy.
I tripled Travis McElroy's number.
I feel like whenever it gets quiet, the true weight of what treasonous act we've committed rests on our shoulders.
Blasphemy in the 3rd degree.
That's when we can't stop talking. The voices.
These are no longer holy grounds. We've
No.
I'm
You were
trying to desecrate your house,
You were
Tyler.
bold to assume this was holy in the first place.
I don't you assume these
Fucking
nuts. Guys, we're all adults here except Mikey.
yeah, no.
So on record, Mikey's the only minor here.
Mikey's a child.
We Duncan Jones showing children the B movie. There's a lot of beasts and B-rated scenes.
Not B. Mikey is my non-biological sibling, so.
Yeah.
Claim everyone as your non-biological sibling.
No, I claim the people that I love the
I
same.
mean, technically, if we all believe in
Tried to
God, we're
claim me
all
as your sibling the second week you knew me.
More of us do.
Listen, just because Jacob up there doesn't want to come down and have a smoke sesh.
Joshua, not Jacob.
I like Jacob.
J-Town.
Jacob.
Hey, Dad.
All right. Would you like to read your list?
Do we want to do this as part of a recap of the entire movie?
How about you just
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because we have to start from the beginning part of the movie and go through it. And
Alright.
as those points come up, that's
yeah.
We'll do sections. We'll start
I
off with
barely
the beginning
remember
section.
any of this. It was a fever.
This
The
movie
beginning
has
section we'll do before he left the
The
hut.
plot makes no sense whatsoever.
No, it makes perfect
From
sense. It's just
from a
unhinged.
3-act standpoint, I am taking a story or a screenwriting class right now. From a 3-act standpoint, This plot makes no sense whatsoever. Essentially, let me do this summary real quick before you fucking interrupt me. You cunt. Essentially, you go from
it's Sherry's son.
bitch. So from an act standpoint, you go from Barry B. Benson going, what job should I have? To, I found a cute human. To, the humans are stealing our honey. To, I won this case. Oh shit, we accidentally killed the human race, or are going to, because there is no pollination
We
anymore.
accidentally caused ecological collapse.
To, now I need to rescue the human race. To, I'm the best person in the world. Which makes no sense.
No, the best
logically.
bee
Yes.
in the world.
Yeah.
Thank
Something to be
you.
racist.
Hey, do you not think that we should appreciate bee culture?
I am going to fuck your mother.
Good luck with that.
Guys, we need to get a good rating on this. Can we not swear until like we're a couple more minutes in?
We
I'm
broke
not
that already.
the one threatening to defile my mother.
Yeah, that's
Most people here curse like say
Would be you, Mikey. Would be you.
She just can't
So-
stand how.
let's break this down.
She just
All right,
can't
the beginning of the
stand
movie.
how-
No, she can't.
I think also arcs in general make no sense. There's no thought behind the
Alright.
characters.
It's a B movie.
They're black and yellow. That took a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of effort.
It does, Tom.
And it's serious
Yeah, that's
stuff.
two.
Yeah.
That's more than one.
Alright, how about this?
And he has blue eyes as well.
He's
Yeah,
the only one with blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
That
Yeah, he's
emphasizes
well
the
because he has to be
difference.
seductive.
He's German. He's a German.
Of course. Again, as previously established, he is the Hitler of the bee.
I'm gonna just keep backing up.
Blue and bee.
He just keeps that. Just keeps adding up. I mean, come on. Let's try it again.
What was with all the Jewish jokes in this movie?
I think it's because
Can I make comments as a Jew?
Yes.
Jew here.
As I make comments to the Jew here. I'm gonna give my Jewish opinion.
So, all of the jokes were like the most baseline Jew jokes. Like I watch a lot of Jewish movies, so
Losing saddles. That's what knows.
it's about to get worse.
Oh, baby.
I've heard all of these jokes, and oy vey, my son is gay. So
Oy.
I feel like they could have strove for better.
No. Let's
This
read this game.
So to spin off my big fat Greek wedding.
We need to add that to the list.
Okay, so
I am oblivious.
I feel like there should have been at least like one wrist joke because I feel like he lost his stinger. That's basically circumcision.
Yes, my fingernails are ripped.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
Listen.
Okay, maybe not exactly.
Once you sting someone, you lose it forever. That's just like your virginity.
No.
No, it's called being eviscerated.
Why brings me back to circumcision?
You go to your Jewish.
Are all of your organs also
Bring me back.
questions about the videos to the director or the producer? Why was Larry King involved?
No. You mean B, Larry.
Because he's Jewish. He's Jewish. That's the joke.
That means I didn't say he was Jewish in the movie.
Larry Seinfeld is also Jewish.
Oh my God, his mom looks like the oy vey, my son is gay mom.
Supposed to represent Jews.
And what is that?
Oh my gosh, they are the big cats!
Did you see the portrait? Did you see the portrait of the fucking? You saw the portrait of their queen?
There was a drag queen.
No, that was just. Pose was a fucking Hitler. Oh
So this is a commentary on the fucking Holocaust?
This just in, folks. B-movies is the commentary about
Put that point that old man means
Forget Hitler's inner circle. We're watching the B movie.
Nice.
Okay, but if you extrapolate this, that means that hating Jews is a necessary part of the ecology of Earth.
Maybe in 1945.
I just realized that they're lawyers too.
Oh, the Jewish lawyers.
No!
I would say his friend Adam made a pretty good origami boat.
Yeah.
He made a good
So many people on his as well.
He even taught the competition.
Oh my god, wait! There was a Jewish space laser joke.
Yes.
Space lasers are gonna come down from the sky. Well, show me your smoking gun. Well, this thing, it couldn't harm a fly.
If you can tell,
James Earl Jones.
yeah,
That's James Earl Jones.
also, if you can tell,
James Earl, I don't know who James Earl Jones is.
for any of the listeners,
No, I think I do. I'm just making
The guy
fun.
who
can
voices
tell.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And also Mufasa.
He's also dead.
very good. If you couldn't tell, Ty is our resident voice.
I am. Thank you.
Basically.
Yeah,
We all have our own
Anyway,
ability.
you know what you should do?
what's mine?
You know what we should do? We should go to
I thought you were being a Christian.
Churchman being bald as fuck.
I
and
knew
being
someone was gonna say
white.
it.
All right.
You know what? Jesus is a good man, alright?
Okay.
I don't care what you think, Carter. He's a good man. I don't care what you think, Carter. He's is good, man. I don't care what you think, Carter.
All right.
Alright, getting back on track to the B movie, we have not gotten through Lincoln.
No, I have to do it as part
Yeah,
of the
no,
recap.
we alright, start at Act 1. So we start in Act 1 where they're still in
We're like, Barry's going
First of all,
slow, time to graduate.
the opening of the movie is just the myth bees wings are too small to fly. That's,
Yeah, well then, and then off of that, we've established that everything that bees use in their life is made of honey.
Yeah.
Their paste is honey.
Their cars.
Their
gas.
is honey. Their water is honey.
their
They-
deodorant is honey.
Everything is honey. So it would quite literally be the equivalent of bathing in toothpaste.
Yeah.
Or blood.
Okay, so
Yes, my
So is honey like the equivalent of olives? So I'm
What?
okay.
No, continue.
Let him explain. Let him explain.
Okay, so I'm an anthropology major. So
That's a surprise.
So olives have been such like a fundamental part of Earth's history, and socially, and like we use them for everything in the fucking past. Olives
Yeah.
were used for everything. Look
Yeah.
at the fucking Greeks; they made a whole oil out of them.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Nice. Way to go, Greek. She made oil out of olives. And you unvirgified it for some reason.
what? The real question is why are they putting their dicks in olive oil?
Well, I mean,
What Mikey tease?
well, I'm just saying, if roles swap for a day,
I'm gonna hit you with my space laser.
every girl in planet Earth, if roles swap for a day, every girl on planet Earth who is now a guy would fuck some olive oil.
Dear Lord.
I sent it to you, dude.
Listen, I get paid a lot of money to fuck olive oil.
Recording. I am going to edit that and save it for the end.
Oh no.
What,
Don't
fuck olive
do
oil?
that. It's a shame this recording is even working
It's gonna
properly.
be in court,
Let's
yeah.
go.
You're right.
I hope it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be in court as evidence of the crimes you committed.
What? Just because I fucked a couple bottles of olive oil?
Back on the shelf.
Order the court. Recap. Lincoln.
But what? No, I'm the laughs guy. I'm the guy who wrote down the laughs. Somebody else has to do the recap.
Alright.
I'm an
Well,
awful.
fuck,
Somebody else needs to be Griffin McElroy.
for visiting you. But yes, if we wish to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole, I have the cast of the B movie up here.
No, we need to do
We'll save that for next year.
Recap first.
All right.
Recap first.
Yeah,
So-
recap for Act 1.
Act
Just
1, just in the hive.
Yes.
So basically, they're personifying people on the bees. There's, like,
They're
oh, they live there.
personifying them.
Get out.
I don't know what was worse, what you said or the face you made after.
There's a.
So,
there's a
Do you
lot
know where the
there's a
door
lot of- They're definitely
they're-
pretty lazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're quite.
I apologize, whoever is hearing this. We give a lot of indigestion, and
Yeah,
there's nothing we can do
Well,
about
obviously,
Oh, I know
they're
that.
chewing.
it. Obviously, olives. We're talking about olives. But yeah. But yes, they're personifying a lot by putting people, maybe people on the bees. And also, maybe take a moment that in the beginning when they were in the graduation, it was the class of 9:15 a.m. Does that mean that every minute there's graduating bees?
I believe it was every 15 minutes.
Every 15
Yeah.
minutes, so what? 9:30, and how many bees were there? There was like what in the whole class, like 100,
No, there weren't that.
Not
maybe
even
50.
50.
50.
Yeah.
So somebody do the math. 50 times 24, or no, sorry. How many? Sorry, 15 minutes. How many 15?
So multiply that by 4.
Yes.
That is
15 minutes times 24, or no, it's
How many did we say were?
24 times
Uh,
16.
90?
Leave at 90.
How many bees are per class?
Okay, so 4,800 bees per day are graduating.
that's a lot
That's
of
a
bees.
lot of bees.
Also, okay,
Many.
and how many bees does a normal like beehive have?
Quite a few.
How many
I
bees
think
does a normal beehive have?
Yeah, it has to be at least 3 of them.
Mikey's googling it. Hold on.
Between 20,000 and 80,000.
Okay.
That's
And how long does a bee live for?
Well, you remember
How
the
long
new
does the
spots
bee live
kept
for?
opening up like minute after minute, so that means they're dying fairly quickly.
That's true.
Anywhere from 2 weeks to 6. Damn, 6 years.
That's a long time. Well, that's probably per day.
At most, Barry would have been like 4 years old, making
She's a pedophile.
making Vanessa
All
not.
right, no, we can't jump ahead. We have our feelings on Vanessa later.
A worker
Hey,
who lives
none of
about
us
5
have
to 7
feelings
weeks.
for Vanessa
Okay,
except
first of all-
fucking bees.
5,000 bees per day. 5,000 bees per day. They live about 2 weeks.
This hive's pretty huge.
So wait, so 5,000 and how many hours is 2
In a
weeks?
day?
Oh shit, Sherlock. Okay, how many hours are in 2 weeks?
I mean, you also have to take into account
168.
sleeping.
160.
No, it's 336.
In the movie,
For-
they fucking
For-
do.
for
You
2
could
weeks.
see
Oh, for 2
Barry
weeks,
B.
okay.
Benson
Okay, so
getting
how
up.
many hours? Then
Yeah,
times that by
it's 336 hours.
5,000. How
Uh,
many bees we make?
4,200,000 bees
That is
are this one hive.
Yes, one hive.
Because
Yeah, I got.
when they get
got a
all of
million
their
six
honey
hundred.
1,600,000. What the fuck?
why did all of the
We said
honey go
5,000,
to
1.7.
one hive?
Yeah.
There has to be more than one
All right,
beehive.
wait, oh, wait.
This is
Well, hold on.
literally the only hive.
Well, no, they
that
did
is
go to
like
every
more
hive.
I agree with you, Brooke, but we're not that far in the movie. We're still in Act 1. All right, so the bee world, everything's made of honey, and so is the gas, their blood, everything. And
The gas is not made
And-
of honey.
No, it
It
is
is,
because
it is.
I was eating it.
yeah.
He was
Okay.
drinking out of the fuel line.
That's just Carter on a random Thursday. But unleaded is my favorite part. I love leaded
It
first.
does not make you live longer.
Debatable in all counts. But
I highly recommend drinking.
No, I do not condone
if we are ever
Kids that are definitely
if
listening.
we are ever
Exactly was getting gas once.
I don't know kids are listening to this. We sort
If
of
we
so
are-
much in the opening
if we are actually ever on the air with this
I hope
live, that is a joke. We do
For
not
legal
condemn.
reasons, do not drink.
Yeah, do not drink gas. We think it's funny because we're mongrels.
Also, for legal reasons, do not smoke coffee. What?
Who brought that up?
Inside joke with myself.
Well, now I want.
Okay.
Well, now I want.
only funny to you.
Now I want to smoke coffee.
Yeah, I feel like you've
Right,
given
go
us
get me
that
some
choice.
coffee.
You just give everyone the idea.
You know what? cocaine.
For legal reasons.
That's a joke.
That is a joke. And also for legal reasons, bees do not talk.
Debatable. That's the one saying bee.
We do not condone bees speaking.
Okay, you don't
Fuck
get to
the
talk.
bees.
Bees don't talk.
That's
Alright. Alright. Now, obviously, in Act 1, Barry is faced with, after graduation, they're told that they have to pick a job they're going to do for the rest of their lives. Granted, it's only about 2 to 4 weeks. That's besides the point.
That's colleges
That is
making their voice heard right there.
Yeah, that is more of the dilemma right now. And he does what every person usually does. It's either they choose or they have a rational debate about it.
Or an irrational debate.
Or they
From
go swirl that human man.
screenwriting perspective, this feels like it should be its own little short film.
The whole movie is broken up into 3 little short films. That are
Yeah,
completely-
it actually is, with like very little through line. The thing is with this is it feels clunky, the writing of it.
You're telling me the writing of the B movie feels clunky?
Let me
You're telling me something written in 2007 feels clunky?
A movie about a bee fucking a woman isn't funny.
They never said that they were fucking.
I'm sure you can find that on a certain site.
No!
Let me continue.
Barry
This-
B. Benson Rule 34.
I need to make a difference.
Let us know what you find, Mike.
No, don't look it up. Of course it exists. I'm looking for if there's anything.
Hey, quiet down there, church boy.
I don't enjoy this.
Oh, because it's the B movie.
Like, it's cobbled together
You don't say.
with a few nails and maybe a screwdriver.
I think
Try to put the nails in.
No, guys, it's all stuck together with glue foam.
42 results. No. Why did you look it up?
Kevin. Does he have a huge cock?
Yes.
Nice cock.
For the listeners who have not caught us,
We're
Mikey has looked up Barry B. Benson
No, I'm pretty
34
sure they heard.
and is currently
Send some back
perusing.
to the chat.
Not your chat.
Ruin my search history.
May I make a small notation that it is the minor that looks this up?
We did not suggest this.
He jizzes honey. I have to put it back up.
Milk and honey.
We're continuing with the
Alright.
recap.
Maybe anyone guess?
His
I mean, if you think about it, compared to Barry
Also known as-
Benson, Vanessa's ass to you. It's like 2 mountains.
Okay, I gotta pull back up.
Okay, so
we are going back to the recap, folks. Barry's main goal right here in Act 1.
Scale, bro. Here's that artist. That looks familiar.
I think I know the
it's a massive figure in the Barry B. Benson Rule 34.
That's why you made the movie.
He had an image and he built a movie or something.
He knows
We are going back to the recap. Act 1.
He had a vision. He had a dream. Yeah, that's too.
Going back to the recap, Act 1, Barry B. Benson is faced with a moral dilemma of how does he pick the right job,
You don't.
and he also wants to leave the hive because he feels confined, which, you know, fair enough. This feels like it should be the start of a coming-of-age teen movie.
Be careful with the word coming.
He's doing
And
what?
age. And age.
A growing up
There we
movie.
Well, my
Don't
first.
try to turn this into a Disney Channel.
go. Yeah, this
We
is.
sailed
It
years ago.
quickly goes downhill from there, so we're gonna pass it on over to.
Well, this was
Well,
DreamWorks.
Well, my first laugh was when they're touring some of the jobs and with the helmet stress test.
Oh.
The guy was just getting absolutely walloped.
That's just normal everyday shit.
I still laugh.
I do have a fun fact. All of the workers, the female workers, which there shouldn't be any female workers.
No, they should all be female workers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that
all of the female workers.
Only the male ones are drones, which are only there to reproduce and then
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, it's a matriarchy.
But they're wearing a '60s haircut called the Beehive.
Of course it is.
That is a good.
Of course, the resident known as B would know that.
That's what I knew about the movie before I even watched it.
1 year where all of us bring like pieces of a
Shut up,
costume and
Mike.
force you to dress up like Barry Benson.
Please no, I wouldn't keep that.
That's why we all dress up got portions of him and we.
No, I am not going to make Voltron B. Benson.
Where did Voltron come from? Alright, who's gonna be the ass with the sticker?
Look at it.
Oh no, I'm laughing at a meme.
Oh.
It said someone posted it's like a tweet said lesbian rights, and someone said, "Oh no, she's a for God."
Alright, let's not get too political here. This is a movie.
Let's not get too
All right.
political. It's a B-movie, which is an
on-
anti-Semitic documentary.
That's not proven in court yet.
That is
It's your proof.
we are returning to the for his 1.5 pages. Fuck.
My second laugh in the movie.
That's a lot of thoughts.
I didn't know you could think that far.
I didn't know you had more than one brain cell.
Oh, no, it's shared amongst all of us. That's
Oh yeah.
It bounces around.
My second laugh. First, it set up Adam, Barry B. Benson's best friend, called one of the other bees hot, and Barry B. Benson is like, "Ooh, gross! She's your cousin." Because they're all cousins.
Cousin.
No, that's his cousin. Because we're all cousins. And then later, he's talking. Or they're all looking at the jocks that are coming in from the hive after getting nectar.
Jocks are the pollinators, by the way. If you've never seen the Bee Movie.
Yeah. So
Yes, for anybody who's not seen the B movie, it's
Watch
created
it.
in 2000s. Do not advertise the B movie. I'm not
I condone the B-movie.
I don't condone pirating.
Yeah, we should.
But if you
It's
want to
illegal.
watch
absolutely condone pirating. I don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
illegal and can net you a fine up to $600.
I remember this.
I
will
do
be
not
recorded.
condone
Who's gonna prosecute me for pirating movies?
or pirating.
Anybody who's listening to this and wants to do it, trust me.
They now have an in.
That,
No.
Yeah, no, look what you've done, Link.
And I certainly don't condone pirating the Bee Movie. That is your last warning.
You're gonna pirate something good, like fucking Fast and Furious 8.
The Avatar. I pirated that one.
Yeah,
The
if you're
movie,
gonna pirate something that's at least a little bit better than the B-movie.
Yeah,
I
Like the
pirated
live-action
2.5
remake
seasons
of
of
the
Samurai
Avatar.
Jack.
Yeah, like dance.
I have a recommendation. Called Blart Mall Cop 2.
Anyways, moving back to Link.
So to finish this, my second laugh was when Barry Benson started trying to pick up some of the girls that were overlooking the jocks, and Adam reminded Barry B. Benson, "Hey, aren't those our cousins?" My tongue is not working. And he said, "Distant
Second
cousins."
fun fact. I'm sorry, I need to interrupt. Second fun fact.
This is
All
not
of the
incest,
males-
fucking blow.
All of the male haircuts are called buzz cuts.
Your resident B fact by B.
Look.
That's my me.
Yeah, this turned into a radio show.
No.
I'm scared for whatever you're
Back to Link.
Alright. So, glancing over the incest, we will glance.
There's another for the quote.
Shut up, fucker. This isn't about D&D, this is about the B movie.
The quote was in just D&D.
No, I I have all of the quotes
Well,
on
good
the
thing
same
Brock
list.
Brock
fucking
Lesnar.
Brock wasn't
It's me,
listening.
Brock from Pokemon.
It's me, Brock from Pokemon. No, I'm not a simp, but damn that ass.
Do not lust in your heart. Damn, you're right.
Do not don't lust in your heart. Lust
Lust in your
openly.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Don't
Sorry,
lust it.
sorry.
That's a sneeze?
It sounded like the worst orgasm ever.
Years and years of editing.
You know,
Yes, it was. Also, why is the youngest one here the dirtiest?
why are you
Please don't comment on how dirty young people are.
Lincoln, let's get into this.
I mean, they are Jewish. but-
Why do you expect the Gen Z among us, the youngest Gen Z among us,
Among Us? Thank you, Gordon. Thank you.
group who is, you know, grown up?
Dinky?
Shut up, please.
Tyler,
Thank
the
you.
indigestion, I can feel it.
That's your own fault.
Actively listens to Cupcake and other songs like that. Why do you expect him to not be dirty? CPR.
I'm CPR certified, in fact.
Have you not?
And
listened to
stay away from me. I'm about to die.
Is that an EMP I hear? Or a
Do you not
DNR?
know what CPR is?
What?
The song?
Oh, no.
No, I'm
don't
not
play that.
bullshit.
It's copyrighted. Don't play it.
Oh, no.
It's copyrighted.
The kitchen.
No.
No.
You know what? I can get some root beer then.
Yeah.
I drank it all. I'm sorry.
Alright, Lincoln and I will be back after a
Shut
travel.
up, Mike. All right. How about we hear from Caleb? Caleb, you've been quite
Yeah,
quiet,
yeah,
my friend.
works.
What did you think about the first act of the movie? When he's in the hive and he wants to leave and he wants
Give
to
us
go
some
out
input
for
from that massive noggin of yours.
Okay.
It was,
the
it
Joe
was
lose?
exquisite, to say the least. It was kind of inspirational. It's about like spreading your wings and seeing what's beyond the end of the beehive. So
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear CPR playing. You're stop it. You're busting Lincoln's music virginity.
You're busting a nut.
Don't do that, Lincoln.
I'm not right now.
Dude, Lincoln would cry.
Lincoln would be so confused. He'd lose all hope in God. Actually, wait, never mind. Do it. More God for me. Listen, you don't know how the J-Man works, all right?
You say that to the active practicing Christian.
Hey, I don't need to practice to believe that J-Man do be Bob.
Oh yeah, he just practiced, but he's doing the real thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the weird thing. I question what religion
So he did not want to listen to the rest of it. And
Yeah, I wonder why.
No,
wonder
let me
why.
finish. His comments were, the younger generation is more screwed than I thought, and now I believe in global warming.
No, I'm all for global warming, thank you. I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
You support global warming? Yeah.
I agree. Listen,
No, not in the slightest.
burn the shit.
listen.
Global warming.
Are you anti-Semitic?
Wait, that's all that means that.
Listen, all I'm saying is that global warming didn't start getting popular until Obama was in power.
In power.
You say he's a monarch.
But he was for 8 years.
For those who can't tell, that was a joke.
No,
Listen, all I'm saying.
old couple where the wife is trying to get the husband up and
Yeah.
saying right in the
Listen,
are dating.
all I'm saying is that iCarly came out when Obama was in power. And global warming's been going on ever since.
So you're blaming our...
I currently is responsible for global
Well,
warming.
if Gibby's fat ass wouldn't have fallen on an iceberg, we'd be fine.
It's 9/11.
I only support slavery Slaybama. America's slave.
I support prison bomb. Prison
Have you,
bomb.
no, have you seen that picture?
Yeah, I've seen slave bomb. You don't have to show me
I
slave
don't
bomb.
fucking care, man. I
Please,
don't care. You're gonna see a Slaybama.
We're live right now.
We are live.
They can hear us. They can hear our
I
reaction.
could just start streaming this
That's
right
okay.
now.
You coward.
I'm not streaming. And then immediately get shut down.
Start streaming slave bomb.
No. We should probably go back to your notes.
Oh, right. That's
Don't
a
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
That's the next note.
So lap number 3 was when Barry's parents, quote unquote, were talking to him about his jobs, and he said balloon animals are a bad job for a bee.
You laughed at that.
I do have it written down. It was just a very small chuckle, but I did have to write it down, unfortunately.
You laughed at that.
It was a very small chuckle, but yes.
God, you're sheltered.
You're not wrong.
This man hasn't even seen the map at school bus like that.
Standing ovation.
I felt
Every single class, something's funny.
Every
We
single
can get it.
It's me and okay. Who all here went to public school?
I did.
All right,
I went to it for elementary school.
I
that doesn't count as high school. High school.
I went for the
I
last
went for 2 years.
All right.
I've been
So
went-
3 of our people may potentially not know what Magic School Bus is.
I have watched every
I know
single
that's cool.
episode. Fuck you.
Debatable at all counts, Your Honor.
That's the most
My
aggressive-
favorite episode
That's the most
is
aggressive way to say
either when they go into space or they go
Where he's
into that
fucking
theater.
died.
We're
Yeah.
commit suicide.
Have you seen the
remember
movie
that.
they've gone up Thanos' ass?
Arnold is my spirit animal.
Like,
Or the one where they go into the theater and Arnold's cousin pretends that it's haunted.
Arnold was the only redhead kid on that fucking show, and he deserved every shit he got.
They're dying in their space on
Dying on
I'm not
Pluto.
one for torturing people, but gingers deserve it.
Wow!
Gingers aren't people.
You're not an actual ginger. Your hair is dyed.
I'm not even a ginger. I'm actually brunette.
Good to know.
Yeah, I'm technically brunette.
Orange hair, you're spared. You're red. You're
It's not orange.
pink. And orange
You
in this
dense
place.
motherfucker.
You are correct. Potassium chloride. I'm
No, my dad's
I
ginger.
drink
I'm dirty blonde.
ginger.
Blonde.
Let's see. Well, here.
Or,
Now, hold on.
I will concede, my children will unfortunately be ginger. If I have any.
You're
Ball-
not having kids.
Falling pink wine Carter 70s
Sorry, I don't know what fruits next.
blue and red
Reincarnated.
blue and red in Greece.
And technically it's supposed to be red and
No,
black.
that's
My hair is
green.
pink.
No, that's bald. And you know, me and him got enough Reynolds space. We could probably run out of billboard here.
Going back to Lincoln's notes because we have all of us have ADHD.
That's debatable here.
I think.
Well, if you want to
I
continue
mean,
on with the
it's-
recap, because my next laugh is after he's outside.
All right. Well, we do we have any more to cap on Act 1?
Why?
Well, where do we say Act 1 ends? Because
Right leads the boss.
Okay. I have
Because then you can talk.
All right. What's the one thing, Mike?
let's see.
Mike.
It's
Mikey!
Hey,
Mike Wazowski.
Michael.
I'm editing your face on
Michael.
One fucking eye.
What was your thought before it?
It's not speech, but like every time he would comment in the car felt weirdly radical. Like, you expect me to work every day of my fucking life till I die, and then they're like, well, we hope we can. And he's just
So
like,
you just work us to death?
That's
We sure.
basically the current state of the world.
it felt very radical. Like, I was like,
Yeah, this did come out in 2007.
that's right before the fucking recession.
Keep telling me.
So you're telling me Obama's directly responsible for the B movie?
Yeah.
No, yeah, B movie is directly responsible for
It's a simple.
This for a second. Megamind also came out during this time, and he ripped on Obama by stealing his fucking banner, saying "No, you can't." When Obama's was "Yes, you can."
That's true, but the thing is, Megamind is a good movie.
Yeah.
We love Will Ferrell in this house.
It's a shame they never made a Megamind sequel. They never made a Megamind. They never made one.
They did.
They never made a
They made a
Megamind.
shitty.
No, they never made a Megamind sequel. They never made a Megamind sequel. They never made one.
No, they did.
They never
Do not
made one.
acknowledge
What
it.
is this fucking Soviet Russia? I can't get the word in.
Our movie.
Get started. Our.
I told
I'm giving context.
I told you enough build-up space.
Stop doing that.
Mikey just took Yeah.
That's like when Lincoln calls you, that has to be.
Please don't say that.
You have his ringtone has to be wide open space.
60 chicks are
It's just the chicks now. Fun fact.
Oh yeah, they lost their dicks in the war.
There are no chicks with dicks, only dudes with dicks.
Our Lord and Savior Ted.
What?
Act 1. What was your thought on Act 1?
Oh, they don't remember. They're taking pictures of Lincoln Springer's face.
It was weirdly radicalizing.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Because of Obama.
Okay, so when
Call to action to stop the
we're
recession.
going into Act 2, a bunch of the jocks decide to mess with Barry B. Benson. Suddenly, they're cool with
Well, they were surprised he actually showed up. Yeah.
The follow through, that's what it was. They thought he would cheat it out.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, I can't cheat it out. I'm a fucking bee. And he pulled up.
We've got Pennywise enough.
We got resident budget.
No, I'm so good at taking those pictures. I have so many.
My eyes are so red.
Indeed, which is why
Kind of like, look, are you high?
No, I just got like 4 hours of sleep the night before last.
Lincoln can't handle his weed.
Why you look like a Christian version of
Contact.
I can't look at that face. It's so funny.
Anyway, Act 2, he is in the outside world and he's having a good time, and then he goes on to a tennis court and gets battered around like a tennis ball because he's on a tennis ball. And then
Beautiful commentary.
2 fucking minutes later,
like I'm there.
the same tennis ball people are back at their home.
Yeah, I did think that was very quick.
It's like, bitch, how did you wrap that up so quick?
You didn't live like across the... Well, no, they don't live across the street because a car took Barry B. Benson across town. Okay, how did they do that?
It's New York. You're not moving anywhere fast in fucking
But
New
that
York.
car! That car was flying!
You know what? The car was flying. It's only going around one singular block. There's no other places to go in New York but a fucking square.
I think you underestimate the size of New York City.
The death counts for Barry B. Benson in that one single scene where he was in the car was about 7.
My head is very.
If it makes you feel better, Carter, my picture is much worse.
Act 2 notes. Lincoln.
Oh, that's right. I'm the only one that's ever seen that.
I love that movie.
I
love
that movie.
I have an intimate.
Kenny Goodies is the best.
Goonie.
Act 2 now.
I wish I was watching Goonies right now.
I don't know what you do, Mikey. Calm down.
Hey, fuck off!
You're busting your mother's balls.
You're busting my balls, man.
Order in the podcast.
This isn't a card. This is
Podcast. Dueling.
I hate to see what the jails look like.
It's like communism.
We are moving to
My first laugh in Act 2 and my fourth laugh overall was when friggin' thank you. Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you. You're all right.
What time?
Was when friggin' what's his face? The guy. What's his name?
Barry B. Benson?
No, the human guy. Ken, yes.
Oh wait. Since I have the cast. Ken was played by.
The Yo Mama guy.
No.
Yeah, that was a Yo Mama guy.
He was played by Patrick Warburton. Warburton.
That's the guy who played Kronk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's known as he's
So
rookie
Kronk is in
engagement.
this,
Kronk's
and he's
new
not
group.
happy.
Kronk is the most reasonable man in
He's also Joe Swanson, Series of Unfortunate Events, Seinfeld. Hoodwinked, that's a good one.
Hoodwinked is
Yeah.
amazing.
Joe Pesci,
Underrated.
he's 60 years old right now, actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
Born in Patterson, New Jersey.
So Kronk was in the movie.
His parents are Barbara Lord and John Warburton.
Barbara Lord? That's the most
Yeah.
Jewish name ever.
Well, yeah,
It's
this movie was directed entirely by Jews.
Here's the thing, though. If
Okay,
Jews
hold
were
on.
Goldstein,
We are moving back to Lincoln's Act.
The person on the cast is Jewish! Jerry Seinfeld, Patrick Warburton, Renee Zellweger, Matthew Borderick, Chris Rock, Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta playing Ray Liotta. Larry King, John Goodman, who is
I thought you said Saul
Yeah.
Goodman.
I heard Joel Goodman.
John Goodman for
Goodman. That's a D&D character, Joel Goodman.
John Goodman from Roseanne,
Saul
from
Goodman.
The Connors, Ken Clover Lane. John Goodman was the voice for Sully from Monsters Inc. He's also was in the 1994 Flintstones movie.
Oh, shit.
He was Fred. He was also in The Emperor's New Groove.
Bless.
Let's see.
say
Indeed.
Jew.
Also,
Calling you
also, Sting was playing Sting.
I see.
respectable.
Indeed. Brian Hopkins was okay. What? Brian Hopkins was very.
I'm trying to.
Oh, Brian Hopkins was the first guy in line who got the crud picker job.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh shit! The crud picker.
My
Yeah.
favorite
Crud.
popular character.
Andy Robbins was John number 2.
Oh, of course.
I love Jack number 2.
Sean Bishop was the ladybug.
Jock number 2 is my fantasy man.
You're forgetting Office Worker number 7.
Dude, office worker number 7.
Wait! Adam became Office Worker number 7!
He did.
He did. Oh my lord!
Oh, Matthew Broderick was Adam, by the way. Chris Rock was Moose Blood, the
moron.
Way to fucking go, you asshole.
Good job, dude.
We can't have shit in this household.
It's always Lincoln's fault.
Gotcha.
Come on, Lincoln.
And also Ray Liotta playing Ray Liotta. Nice touch.
Indeed. I was expecting them to.
It makes me feel a bit better. I didn't hit a carpet and zero straight off the
A
ground.
Jew name for a Jew. A Jew for a Jew. A fair trade.
Lincoln's thoughts on Act 2.
Well, my fourth laugh was
Oh, none of us have
when
done
Ken
it.
said he had predicted global warming. I just found that mildly amusing.
You mean Patrick Warburton.
Character, I think.
That's a choice.
Okay, may we also take it back. Since we have entered Act 2, we see the first atrocious act of
Barry B. Benson.
Vanessa.
Oh yeah.
ripping Ken's resume.
His pamphlet.
Right.
His pamphlet.
Brochure, resume,
Yes.
which is
Okay.
hard paper.
So
You
first
don't
of all-
hear the heartbreak in his voice.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Also, first of all,
It was foldable. It didn't need to be.
no, it didn't need to be. No, okay, putting a bee, catching a bee under a glass. Okay, understand, but you want to, don't want to
Save the bees.
Yeah, but you don't have to rip a man's brochure, which he has worked for. Brochure. I can say how I want.
I'm gonna put that That is bread. You are thinking of brioche if you say brochure.
Brochure.
Well, my fifth laugh was when Ken said he was allergic to bees, and one of the other guys in the room said you should make that one of your skills.
My Little Pony.
What?
Hold on. Help, we need to kill the relationship with friendship and magic.
Needs more stallion bites.
Well, you see, honey,
Need more.
this pony here is running low on friendship and magic.
I tried the friendship drug. You are a black man. This vexes
You are an earth pony.
This vexes me so. I too am also in this episode.
We are moving
Okay.
back to the movie.
Is Dr. House a regular pony or a unicorn?
No, he's not.
He's a Pegasus? Oh, my
It's
bad.
ironic considering, yeah.
Yeah.
Broken wing.
Oh, okay.
It's like Scootaloo.
Back to
Wait, so in the world of ponies that can fly, does he just sit around in a fucking
He has to
wheelchair?
take his Vicodin so that way he can just haphazardly flop around like a mangled.
Really? He doesn't
He has a cloud wheelchair.
we are moving back to the B movie.
What?
Right.
My Little Pony. We're not
This
going to
is
answer.
Act 2 of the B movie.
Act 2 of the B movie.
We know of Vanessa's first try, ripping Ken's.
Indeed.
Brochure.
Indeed.
Are we all in agreement
Indeed, very
that
unnecessary.
Vanessa is an evil bitch?
Vanessa
Yeah.
is the big bad of the movie.
Well, she manipulates Barry from the
She
beginning.
does.
She convinces Barry that what he's doing is right, and then the second that it goes in his favor, she turns around and says, "No, you're an evil man."
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of what I told you to do worked out, it's now I'm suffering. My
Yeah.
shop is now dying
Right,
because
but
of
then he
flowers.
puts all of the blame on Barry, even though she encouraged him the whole way.
Yeah, I know I
he's-
told you
she's
you
in
should
the devil.
definitely go through with this, but it caused ecological disaster and it's all your fault.
And we didn't think this through, but that's entirely your
And
fault,
also-
not mine as the human.
2 is the start of the love story.
Yeah.
The love
Are
story
you
of that
this-
whole-
this- this hinted relationship with Vanessa.
If Vanessa was above
Possibly
Barry.
quoting the parents say, "Is she B-ish?
Is she B-ish?
Is she B-ish?
Is she B-ish?
Is she B-ish?"
That
Also, does
No, I
anyone
just
imply
realized-
inter-insect relationships are normal or
Oh,
common?
yeah. Okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah, they were talking about spiders.
Can I say something?
I go.
Be-ish is supposed to be Jewish.
Well, yeah, we got
gathered
that.
that.
I did not get.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious that all
Is she
bees are
B-ish?
horribly racist.
I mean, I didn't know the first time I watched the movie because I was like 12, but I got it this time.
Well, that's the point. They're banking on 12-year-olds not understanding how horribly
Banking?
racist bees are.
Jewish.
That's why Obama
Yeah, that's
didn't
pretty
need
good.
the power.
I lose you. I just gotta look for
He
the
made the
news.
big.
You can find me there. You can find me in the stomach problems island.
Honey is an allegory for honey.
What?
Honey is an allegory for
You
money.
just now read it.
Yeah,
You
it
just-
is everything. It's essential form of life.
I am a little slow.
Every
Alright.
single bee is Jewish. just keep that in mind next time you run.
Well, yeah, that's
into
why
a
they don't
bee.
leave the
That means-
No, they don't leave the hive because they're Hasidic Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosques. Fuck yeah,
It's
Jewish.
temple,
Yeah.
not a mosque. God.
But yeah, but also, yeah, they were hinting at inter-insects or species relationships, and they were talking about spiders. So are spiders like the goth?
Yes.
Well, here's the thing, though. All the different insects are supposed to be different races.
Supposedly, but what would a spider? Well, what would a spider be?
Wait, yeah. I don't think I can make comments on this question.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a group of white people. We can't come.
Do we have anybody of a different ethnicity that can speak on this?
I have Spanish family.
I mean,
Spanish.
you are Jewish.
I have 1/64th Native American blood.
Technically, I'm majority Scottish and Irish, so
My family's basically from Wales and Germany, so.
Yeah, that's everyone here.
yeah. But
I think
we'll just hint at this. It was played by Chris Rock. That's how we're gonna add that right there.
Yep.
Okay. So, what would the spider?
Do you remember whenever he was like, female mosquitoes, they don't really want to date female mosquitoes?
Yeah!
It's like,
Oh my God.
No, our praying mantis is, Asian? Think about that.
But actually, not every day that
Because
Asian
No.
neighbors are very different.
Yeah.
Ladybugs are just cross-dressers.
Shut
I
up.
don't know about
Anyway.
That Elmo meme.
Also, my left number 6 was when Mary B. Benson started talking to Vanessa, and she started pouring coffee on the ground.
Are you okay?
No. No.
Okay, first of all, this is from the perspective of a bee. So does Vanessa not exist?
What do you mean?
Vanessa is just a figment of Barry's hallucinations.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be a fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, Barry
Is this his way of coping about having to work himself to death?
Dude, that's exactly what it is. He's actually in his job at the Hive, but he's just incapable of accepting that this is his life now, and he just has
Right.
wild hallucinations about what he does on the
this is
outside.
gonna be so fun while so fucking stoned.
Oh yeah.
I
Next year we gotta watch just vanilla again, and then the year after that we get to start doing silly shit.
Well, we gotta watch it vanilla next year.
Yeah, that's what Dread can set in.
yeah.
This is when you realize, oh, we're doing it again. It's the same thing again.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to keep doing this for the rest of
And I can dissect it from a filmmaking standpoint and annoy the rest of you.
Yippee.
Hey, I was a drama major in high school. I graduated with a I graduated with a certificate in dramatic performance.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, in magic.
I am experienced in giving people
I have a master's in methamphetamine.
people indigestion.
My professor was Drake.
Anybody seen that Family Guy skit where it was two paralyzed guys in wheelchairs? One was a state police and one was like FBI, and like, yeah, FBI will take it here. This is a federal case. And you're like, this is my town. State police have this ruling. And then the guy who's completely normal came up. Hey, I'm a traffic guard, or I'm a crossing guard who can walk. I have jurisdiction over both of you.
What were you saying about your notes?
I don't think I was on one at the moment.
My nuts? What about my nuts? I don't have any pistachios right now.
fat. I love my nuts.
I was trying to weed out the lamination.
Exactly. Yes.
Well,
The day of lamination is coming.
lap number 7, I have...
No, laminate, yes.
Number 7.
I lament.
Lap number 7,
Out of 32.
out of 32,
Out of half a sack.
I have Vanessa effing dies.
Oh, you got during that hallucination.
Yes. Yeah. Also, that could be another. It also could be that everything that happens is him in the pool. Just
Yeah,
drowning
drowning.
the whole
Yeah, it was his life flashing before his eyes of what his life could have been.
Yeah, he wakes up briefly just to go back into the hallucination. Because we never see him get out
Also, can we
No.
make a statement that he swam in honey? You know how thick honey is?
Yeah. He's got some
And then later
Well,
in Act
It
3.
is established that bees have super strength.
Yes,
Yeah, they did pick up a plane.
Yes, and they
But that
slap
was
you.
like thousands
Yeah.
of them. And also, it is established in Act 3 that one of them
Just
can't fucking swim through it.
Yeah.
But that was not the final product. That was just in the production.
Yeah.
That was the nectar.
That was before it was
Big
Mikey
difference.
wants to speak.
So did anyone else feel like Barry and Adam were kind of gay?
Yeah.
She brought him a flower in the hospital.
Yeah, but also, would you not bring flowers?
No, I fucking wouldn't.
I just
You will not consider it.
if your best friend was dying in the
You're
hospital,
lucky not to die in front of you.
Okay, now you two of us then. Don't die in front of
If
me.
Michael was dying in the hospital,
He'd be pissed off because his allergies would be acting up. Because I brought him fucking flowers.
And
Act 2 will take us from leaving the hive to him
silly
figuring out.
humanity.
No, to him figuring out that like honey is being taken by
Yeah.
humans. Or the lawsuit.
Once they start the lawsuit, that is Act 3.
Yeah.
Then
Well-
there's Act 4, which is when they realize that there's
Also,
consequences.
and maybe
Yeah,
maybe
this
also
is a
make note
5-act movie.
that meme of he's here, I sense him. Is
Well, hold on.
this fucking meme out of this movie.
Lap number 8 was "Get out of here, you creep," and then Vanessa just clobbers that guy.
She fucking him with the 1-2 combo.
Right, like,
Yeah.
this lady did not go to jail for assault on multiple occasions.
And then immediately following that is lap number 9, what you were just describing. He's here, I sense it.
I sense it. And then it's
Also, may we remind it that the man lost in an attack fight. With a fucking bee.
to a bee.
Also, if the bee attacked
Also-
the bee would die. So
Also,
it's not in danger.
Benson had talked to Vanessa earlier about if you think somebody you die, so they really don't try to. That man should have called his bluff about singing him off
Yeah.
the nose.
Yeah.
He was there. He probably overheard that
Also,
conversation.
Barry
They were
Benson-
walking into the store and she
Yeah.
said,
Well, I think they all thought she was talking to herself because you can barely see Barry.
"Oh yeah, speaking of
Well, no, that guy was onto her from the start.
oh my god, yeah, he died and then come back as a bear keeper.
Yeah, so that dark. I feel like the most
So we've
interesting
discovered that
character.
in the B movie, reincarnation.
That old man lives the most exciting life possible.
Wait, so that means
You just have to be character.
to the B movie because reincarnation is real?
Yeah.
What if the bear is a necromancer?
That's the least crazy part of this movie.
The bear is from over the hedge. We are getting ahead of ourselves though. So Act 2 wraps up with Barry in a supermarket seeing a bunch of shelves of honey and being like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
With Ray Liotta.
With
Yeah.
Ray Liotta. And then deciding, this is our hard-earned money. I'm gonna wreck the ecosystem by suing humanity.
Just like the
And
Jews.
then,
No, it's not wrecking the ecosystem, it's wrecking the economy.
and then
offended
it
and
goes
confused.
into
It's
Act
economic
3, which is just, suing
That will
humanity.
be that will be Act 3 will be fuck you too. Anywho, Act 3 will be the beginning of the lawsuit and the end of the lawsuit, but not the consequences after that.
Right.
But this will include them seizing the hunt.
It's just like the court type scene. Like we're
Yes.
doing,
Yeah.
we're doing like a documentary
John
shift from
Goodman.
the B movie, almost like a Law and Order.
Yeah.
Well, I still have 3 more laps in Act 2, maybe more.
Alright. Speed
Uh,
time!
For whatever reason, whenever they turn on the windshield wipers, and they just had the radio playing, I just found that mildly amusing. And then the mosquito seeing the blood drive truck, that was funny.
What's fucking chance?
And then when they finally got to the farm, the bee farm, just the guy that was talking about the smoker, like he was a fire
That
on
did by the way from Toy Story. We've agreed that.
Yeah, he grew up to be a beekeeper. He was never actually a garbage man.
I just realized something about the blood drive truck.
Yeah.
What?
It's very similar to the trucks they used to drive crack into the impoverished black neighborhoods in the 90s.
That I disagree with.
And also, the AIDS crisis.
Yeah, but this doesn't take
What
place
were
in the
you doing
80s.
in the 90s?
What were you doing in the 90s?
What were you in the 90s?
My that's
So, I disagree.
You're acting like a
that car looked more like
It's impressive if he can do
that car looked more like an armored car transporting money. And
So
the
if it's
mosquito
an armored
played
car-
by Chris Rock happened to see that.
Okay, but
Anyway,
if it is
cha-ching.
actually a blood bank, but in an armored vehicle, what the fuck is
Eight
in that blood?
Well, you see, the other movie they never made was
They found
the
a new way
mosquito
to say
movie.
it.
It was canceled due to a lot of racial tension. It was not made when Obama was in power.
This
No, it's not.
this is post 9/11, so we have to
Yes,
consider
post
that.
we
Right.
Yes, that has
So we need
implications.
to consider that in our discussion. I feel
what?
like.
Post,
That doesn't count to
are we
lot
bringing
four.
9/11 into the B movie? Oh yeah, we're in New York. I didn't see any World Trade Centers,
There were no World
And I-
Trade Centers.
and I didn't see any memorials. What are you doing, B movie? You're
Maybe
not.
this was set directly after 9/11. And that's why he's using the B as fucking.
All right.
Her perspective.
What
Yeah,
year does
he's
the B movie
believing
take
that
place?
she's in love with me.
What number is go?
The B movie take place.
Yeah,
Not enough.
left 13
Yeah, Kat left her
and
off
14
the
were
bed. She
B. Larry King and BNN.
Yep.
But, I
2000.
I love how they decided that they needed to put the EE in the B.
Yeah, the BNN.
BNN.
It's BEENN.
And also, may I remind you that the text on the bottom was just saying this text is for the people who are reading the text at the bottom. It's just explaining what has been said. All right. So now we are on to Act 3.
Act numero tres.
Can we also make the reference that he was talking about the actual Larry King to be Larry King?
Yeah,
Larry
he
King.
was.
To be Larry King.
It's a family name.
Yeah.
No, it's a very
he also
common name.
said you're both Jewish.
No, I think he just said that Larry King was Jewish.
No,
I may
he
have been
did
wrong.
say they're both.
wait a minute.
Oh, did he?
Wait.
Wait,
Between deist and Jewish?
Yeah,
So there's
of course.
three Jews.
Because there's- No, because there's B Jesus.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Jesus be.
Maybe that's the difference between like
Be
Orthodox and Hasidic.
Don't say it two more
Jesus
times.
Christ of Nazareth.
Wait, does that
No,
mean?
yes.
No. Does that mean that
No.
there's B Christianity?
But that
There's B
There's
Jesus.
there's
Yeah.
they crucified them.
that means that there's C crucifixion.
There's a B Roman Empire.
Execution.
This goes back to olives.
Olive. No one likes olives.
A B round table.
Oh no. Oh,
Next to the
no.
B table.
Oh no.
I what?
So I'm looking up the B movie.
Well, then your first mistake.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld apologized for inadvertent sexual undertones in the B movie. Acknowledging the lack of inappropriateness for children.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Will
You
there be a B movie
knew
3? What? There's a second one?
There's no second.
There's a second one?
There's
Oh, we need Maya the
No,
B
no,
3.
we
The
both
gold.
watched
a different thing.
Yeah.
Maya the Bee is a show.
Maya the Bee is
So there was a thing on the recommended thing after this. I think that's a separate thing.
It better not be a B movie 2.
No, there's a B movie 3, but not a B movie.
Maya
There's a B
Rudolph
movie
is
too,
a
and it's just
Jewish-
where they get married.
It's just the wedding in real time.
Yeah, in real, you have
From
to sit
the
through a
perspective of
full
the security
wedding.
camera.
Oh my gosh! So we have to do predictions for the next B movie.
Oh yeah,
That's how we'll close it off.
We may want to save that for
Nose.
I can say we save that for next year. Just so we have something to talk about.
Yeah.
We need to pace ourselves.
I don't know.
Alright,
We'll
okay, alright.
Talk about
One second, real quick, before
guarantee
ending
that.
for
Seems like
everyone.
we've already exceeded the length
Why?
of the B movie.
Why is the B movie not?
No, we are 10 minutes before the length of the B
wow.
movie.
That is for these nuts.
Why is the B movie not for kids? Sex and nudity. Right after the heckler barges into a courtroom, A bee stings him in the rear, causing him to exclaim, "Oh, I'm hit!"
That's not
After
new.
being degraded from my freshly used blood.
It's full on cheese.
Something the young viewer wouldn't understand. The whole movie contains a mild innuendos that young viewers won't understand. Why no bee?
To be fair, most movies had a lot of innuendo.
I
in it.
want to know. Bee movie too because refused to star in the sequel. And also, DreamWorks and Paramount ran out of ideas. All right.
Again,
thought that's normally when they make a sequel.
That's true. All right. Now we are on to Act 3. We have won the court.
Right. Yes, won the court
And
over.
also, we will also make a statement when they were taking all the honey back. Now, obviously, we wouldn't have done this in 2007, but when the lady got yoinked and said, "I can't breathe!"
Before that,
Yes!
That happened in 2020, my guy.
Dude, how fucking old you
That did not age well.
are not a class.
indeed.
I have a lot more laughs before we finish the court case. I think we're just glossing over the court case.
One of the big notes as well.
Court case is Act 3.
The bees completely outnumbered the number of people in that room, so
By a
in
lot.
no way was that fair whatsoever.
That's fair.
That was just the audience, though.
Yeah, they weren't part of the jury.
Yeah, they weren't part of the jury.
However, there was one homeboy with the mustache on the jury who was dressed up like a bee. He was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So it was.
He was
It
violent.
wasn't an impartial jury because it did not have people.
Exactly,
from
that's
all
what I said.
parties.
It
But
wasn't
it was-
impartial because they didn't have the
Oh, yeah.
bees on
They
it.
were just all people
they
who hated
didn't have-
Booker.
they had the one dude who was a fan of bees, but it's like even then
Yeah,
They got stuck out for Yoda.
right, even with that dude though dressing up as a bee, you'd have to argue that he's unfit to be on jury
Yeah.
because he's biased.
And they also had the guy who was one of the bee honey people.
Also,
Yeah.
also,
He was the one
can we
that-
just make a quick statement that this is a court case again about a bee against a honeycomb?
Yeah.
Anyways, speed round for laughs.
All right,
Go
talk to
back.
us.
Lap number 15 was just Ken screaming about yogurt night.
Yeah, we can't gloss over that. Okay, the second vile, atrocious act Vanessa has done to that.
Yeah, you can't gloss over yogurt night
No,
because
you can't.
he
And
already
also-
had his yogurt night.
And also,
glossed
she was
over.
taking the fun out of his tennis lessons about beating her 81-year-old mother. That bitch, you challenged me. If I was 10 and you challenged me to a fucking tennis
He
match,
has years of
playing
experience,
tennis.
decades of experience over you.
I'm playing tennis. I'm not going easy on you. You challenged me. I didn't challenge you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm setting a 3-minute timer. We are not allowed to interrupt while we go through this, and then we will have thoughts afterwards.
I don't actually have that many. But lap number 16.
Everyone quiet.
Everyone, shush.
Lap number 16 was just the lawyers saying laser beams. The way he
Laser beams.
and then immediately following that, they just brought out a bear into a courtroom. And then after that, the bear just kind of like got bored and left on its own.
No, he said, "All right, Barry, that's all we need." And it was like,
The bear was a paid actor.
also, the old man returned that died changing the light. He returned.
Yep, reincarnation
He
proof
looked
it
more
exists in this
Jewish
world.
than Larry King.
Those sagging cheeks hold age.
We agreed that we wouldn't speak during this. Go.
No, they can speak because it's funny.
You agreed that, not we.
Said the bee.
Should've.
Lap number 18, this is after the first court case, the thing, blah blah. When Ken is trying to murder Barry B. Benson in the bathroom, I left it, how you like the smell of flame?
He lights her wood floor on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, for the fire to do that, he'd have to be laying on the floor while doing that.
Also, may I also say, he incinerated a whole roll of toilet paper in under
one
a
burst.
second.
Yeah, there's like a lot of alcohol or something in that spray.
The smell of flowers.
in the toilet paper.
She actually buys pre-soaked toilet paper.
In lighter fluid.
Of course.
But when he fell into the shower and he just kept hitting his noggin right where he got hurt beforehand. I'm just saying that duck would have
I
hurt.
think I was too busy laughing. I missed that part.
You have to look at Barry though. Like in the scene where they're actually dining while she goes off into the other room, you have to see, like you can see on his face, he's smug. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He absolutely knows that he is cucking this.
Ken has not. Ken did not fuck.
reflect that.
I think that Ken walks in on them.
Yeah,
No.
probably. Yeah, that
No.
dining scene gives the vibe
Because
of
Barry's so
just
small, Ken wouldn't have noticed anything. He was just like, "Damn, babe, you pussy bear."
Wait, hold on. Do you guys remember whenever he has to go to the bathroom, like whenever he's first going, he goes, "Gotta go train the old singer, am I right?"
That's not.
Not how that works.
But my point proven.
No! We're not going back to this. It's not equivalent.
You lose your
This is not equivalent.
Dude, goes back
Sex
to
is
Judaism.
not the same as losing your organ.
No, it's when Adam, when he asked Adam, because how it felt to sting, he said, "I was really angry," and then it felt odd, and then it was ecstasy.
Remember, he said he couldn't feel his legs after.
Yeah, and I couldn't feel the leg. As a man who has fucked, those are the common signs of losing your virginity.
Oh dear.
That's fact.
The indigestion.
That's your fault.
No, it's yours.
If you can't handle the truth about me,
Handle the truth. You can't handle these nuts.
you're right.
What was my
They're made
next
of
one?
cement.
Whatever.
Next one, Link.
Lap number 19, we're back in the courtroom.
Yes.
When, I forget what exactly was happening, but the lawyer got right in the jury's face. Or no, I think this was when he got stung, I think.
Oh, my buttocks.
Yeah, he got like right in the jury's face.
Also, that's
After he got stung. And the one guy right there just did the Father, Son, Holy Spirit sign.
Yeah.
Don't
have to-
Also,
So if you remember, he turned when he was talking to the jury, so that man got a full view of those juicy ass cheeks.
Yikes.
that was hey.
My brother had the freaking spandex like, leggings on and just
Am I gonna have to negotiate with a silkworm with a spandex britches? Listen,
he was wearing
Homeboy was
spandex.
built like an avocado.
Yeah.
Also, though, the ripple of which when Barry, or
Right.
made the sign of his
What?
The
What?
fucking ripple.
Yeah, damn girl.
What? So hard.
I'm just saying, if they ain't got
It was
cheeks like,
unnecessary.
if they ain't got cheeks like the lawyer in the B movie, I don't want that ripple would see through time and
is-
space.
That is way more hilarious to
I think
me
that's a quote.
when you take into
Break out thunder thighs.
Bro,
my
bro,
dad is a
whole
lawyer.
time.
Bro walks in the thunder.
Did you hear him walking in the courtroom?
No.
Every
Roller
step.
style.
You can hear him when he's on his way.
Lap number 20.
Yeah.
Lap number 20 was the honey IV that Adam had. Why are you injecting honey directly into your bloodstream?
It's just injecting gasoline.
Yeah.
Well, and like,
You don't inject nectar straight into your bloodstream.
is that that's not like a legitimate
That was actually a honey
IV
bottle.
either because
It
they
was.
don't
It was
make
a bottle of honey from the
because they make
It's
them
like a
smaller for
micro catheter.
infants. Yeah, they make small IVs for infants.
catheter
but
goes
It's
into
a
the
catheter.
the sticker.
The
sticker hole.
So the singer's the penis.
Yeah.
No.
Make
We need to drop this.
He
please.
lost his dick and replaced it with a pink plastic counterpart. My point is proven. I won.
The money back or lose the battle.
easy to convince though.
Keep me out of this.
I'm just saying, I'm
Number
making fun.
21.
Madeline would agree.
Well, clearly you have a lot of knowledge on
Page.
bedroom items. don't
Yeah, I had to help Micah make a spiritual weapon. You want to talk about pink plastic counterpart?
I'm done.
21 on page 2.
Page 2 of my laughs. 21 was when the lawyer in the third courtroom scene just came around the corner and was in one of those baby walkers. Oh my god.
So when you have hemorrhoid surgery, they give you this little inflatable donut.
They had the dome.
It was the donut was in his fucking walker. You could see it through stretched by his ass.
So does this mean that the sting was so intense because he was so angry that it like swelled up a part of his ass like a
Well, when you get stung, you do swell up and you don't.
Yeah,
Remember
but
before
my
he got
thing
stung?
was, like, way up.
He is also allergic to bees.
No, he wasn't.
He also
No, he wasn't.
did just like roll around and crash into
Yeah.
everything. So he
Yeah.
Probably broke his tailbone.
I
The
think
sting
he did.
gave
I think
hemorrhoids.
he had hemorrhoids
Exactly.
beforehand.
Well, I mean, the man felt like an avocado. I don't think he had the best of diet.
Oh, here's something I just considered.
Also, he was
that
bald.
like baby walker was big enough for him.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Don't
yeah,
remember that.
Made.
Arsenal baby walkers at home.
No.
Yeah.
That's why he's pear shaped because it all
No.
fits.
He's a
Willingly
fucking
chose
lawyer.
to design them that way. That's what's available. To look like that.
Also, maybe also address the origami boat scene.
There's the boats.
That's the fucking G.
Just like, and then you fold it like this, and then they're done, and everyone.
And it's ready for a bathtub.
And most of the time, if you're trying
Oh,
to teach
that's
somebody
right.
that sort of thing, people
I
make
don't think
mistakes.
we saw the scene because they cut it on the scene, but I have my mom had the
original
DVD
version, the
the
R-rated
DVD
version.
because I thought that shit when it came out in 2007. And they cut a part in the DVD at the end where Adam meets what was he talking? He meets a spider.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, they cut it. It was one of those scenes where they run into each other and he's helping her pick up flyers.
Oh.
Flyers!
They're just picking up the corpse.
It's like a basket of bread, but it's flies.
Also, it's still going on the thing that each insect is a different race.
Oh, no.
It's just, he runs into this woman and they help her pick like dead Congo children.
Listen, if Flushed Away has taught us anything.
Oh, Flushed Away is another good one.
Alright, we're not going to get into that yet. But, alright, what's your next lap link?
Let's see, so then, when Barry B. Benson calls out, like, something or other...
You use his full name.
Yeah, we have to address him by his legal title.
when Barry B. Benson says something about, what was it, like, the white,
Oh, yeah. But we have been extorted ever since the age of the white man.
And then the black guy on the board just scoots
The fucking black guy. He's not there in any other scenes, by the way.
Well, he is
No,
there.
he
He's
wasn't.
just off screen because he's on the side. I noticed because I remembered that when I saw it. And he is just not in frame every time, but he is there.
Yep.
He's not in frame until
And then he just
the
gets
Yeah,
like, moved over.
Yet again, 2007. Obama. I made Mike die.
I love that you insist on not putting the Y on the end of my name. It's just Mike.
Mikey.
Michael.
It's Michael.
Would you like? What would you want me to call you? Michael.
No, now it feels wrong. You need to call me Mike.
Oh, when I want to get your attention, it's hey, Mikey. When I'm addressing it, oh, Mike, one star.
This is Michelangelo.
Michael was out.
Years.
Third
Name in the old country.
All right, next lap link.
The next left was the ATFH. So the alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and honey.
Take the shot. Also, they fucking glassed Pooh Bear, by the way.
Yeah, that's lap number 24. They just killed Winnie the Pooh.
No,
He did get tranked. But it's funnier to just imagine he shot him.
Does that make what they did to all the honey factories the equivalent of B-movie Waco?
But yes. Yes.
Oh no!
I thought that was very well portrayed.
I loved it. That's so. God,
You
that's
think they played the
awful.
dolphin noises?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did
Sorry.
Also,
Waco's the special.
I mean, also they fucking yoinked shampoo from a lady in a shower, and then
Yeah.
an old lady says she can't breathe.
Yeah, they broke into somebody's home on, I'm guessing, the assumption that she had money drugs.
They had
In
a
her
word. They had
shower.
reasonable.
Oh no, that
reasonable
wasn't a
cause.
break-in. That was a
Video from
an
the
illicit
raid.
site we will not state.
Unless
But
showering in a public location.
but yeah,
Elect number 25 is the scene immediately following that, where they immediately just detain a grandma that's having breakfast.
also may we make the mention that Sting was fully meditating and floating. By the way,
Right, like he was straight up
Oh,
on
yeah.
some magic shit.
I didn't actually notice he was actually
He was
floating there.
actually floating.
also Ray Liotta is
So,
trying to
monks
beat
are
up Jerry
confirmed
Seinfeld
here.
with an Oscar. Very on brand. Ray Liotta played a very good part.
Yes.
Oh, so we've established that both B Christianity and Buddha
And Ray Liotta.
are canon.
It's specifically a demon.
No, that's true. There is
like people.
That's true.
He's a way of four elements.
Oh my.
But we did also establish earlier that Buddha was.
Well, wait a minute. That's right. Carter makes a point. There was no B. Ray Liotta.
And that has implications.
What implication?
Does that mean that Ray Liotta in the human world is a robot controlled by B. Ray Liotta?
Oh,
He's a man. He's a man.
Oh my god, they're
Humans are
fucking
mech
Ava.
operated by bugs.
Yellian. All right, next
you can
lap.
tell by
Do not call Ray Liotta an Ava yet. I beg you, please.
You mean Ray Evangelion?
No! Be Ray Evangelion.
Lap number 23?
No, we're on the 26 now.
26.
They had flower guards on the float.
Oh my
god, yes. They had armed guards with M16s.
Well, they were the last flowers on Earth. That would be expensive.
I mean,
Well, here's the thing,
you wouldn't put them
Artificial
there.
pollination is a thing, so there has to be like
no,
a black
only
market.
bees. Only
There
bees.
has to be like a black market of
Only bees. No moths, no wasps, nothing. Only bees.
Butterflies.
No, nobody.
No
I'd like to
Oh, wait, we
imagine
never
though
seen
that
them.
there is
They're
a black
extinct.
market.
Well, they mentioned moths at some point, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was when the mosquito was talking about.
Yeah. They mentioned about moths.
He was like the female mosquito.
Well, I think, as previously established, the Barry B. Benson has done a brutal purge of many of the other various insects.
Yeah, we never see any moths or anything.
And,
Yeah.
and actually, that is why What's-Her-Face changes her tune at the end, because at that point she has realized that he's killed all these bugs. That's the actual reason
And also-
why everything is
And
done.
that's
not
why
the honey
they make references to the Holocaust.
Yeah, he's been killing off all non-Aryan bees.
He is the he doesn't have blue eyes.
So, he's Jewish Hitler?
He wasn't. He's Jewish Hitler, but the Aryan race is getting gas, but they're also Jews. I'm lost.
He is both Hitler and the Jew.
Remember when before the first day of their orientation they were talking and they had made mention that it's like 3 days of class, which if we're counting they only went for 2 weeks, a day is probably like a year for them. So you said you took an entire day off. He goes, yeah, I just wanted to look and find myself. What was he doing there that day?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hitchhiking, because they
Oh, that's what he
established
said.
that.
That's what he said.
What he said.
Maybe that's how he interacted with the various other insects and
Yep.
grew a hatred for them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's why he doesn't like
Yeah.
He had to fling with a spider.
Based off a bee's whole year is 1 day, then that would mean the same for a lot of insects.
So what we're
A lot can
implying is
get
he
done
took
in
a
a day.
gap.
Except for Carter.
A lot can get done
Yeah.
today. And he
Especially
just,
if you're a bee,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
relatively.
But next lap, Mike.
Let's see. That was the. Yeah. So there's the flower guards, and then following that is lap number 27. When they're stealing the
I think
princess
we're
and
on
the.
Act
We're at Act 4 now.
4 now.
The last act.
So they're going to steal the princess and the pea float, and she just dies. She falls to a story to her death.
We don't see her in the hospital. She's just
They just killed her.
And also, they hotwired a car, by the way. A bee hotwired.
Which,
Well, he got
you know,
thrown around in one, so he knows how it works.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's, you know,
That chick is dead, I'm just saying.
yeah.
He just died there. How did he survive getting crushed in a piston of a
And
car?
also, after
He
that,
should've died.
they made their way to the airport, and he was like getting them to claim, and he was asking all those questions. The TSA guy.
Yeah. So that means 9/11's happened.
Yeah.
9/11 happened, 9/11 didn't happen.
Was that in
We don't know.
Was that in the human
No, we
airport
do.
or in
Because
the bee
TSA was the direct.
Airport.
Yeah.
The bee airport
the closest thing that the bees have to an airport is just their military base.
Yeah.
They don't have like an official airport because none of the other bees.
So we
live
can
out.
He's in
confirm
the
that there's not
military.
going to be 9/11 because they
Right.
have security.
Yeah, and I mean they still have.
Yeah, because
both
Barry B. Benson just
sections of
walked
the
right
hive.
in.
The hive hasn't been hit yet.
They hit the second hive.
The second bee.
No, it's bear. Well, bears. You know
Yeah.
what the bears did. B9/11 did happen. It was on the news. You see the bear where he just
Right.
They hit the fucking hexagon! They hit the happy hexagon.
Number what, 28?
Yeah, 28 was just the guy's toupee getting sucked into the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Oh, also the quote after that: "One's unconscious, one's bald, and they." I'm sitting here in the cockpit. One's unconscious, one's bald, and one's pinned underneath the raft.
Why are you doing this to me, my love? Why?
Are you referring to Ty or the phone?
To Ty.
Okay.
Why would I call my phone my love?
I don't know.
What are you doing? What you do in your spare time is none of my business.
Sully, are you fucking your phone?
Oh, solitaire. The bee solitaire. Where all the cards. Yeah.
Well, that's
And also, we have to establish the fact that these bees, even though their lifespans are so short, they've developed like full-blown computer technology.
Yeah.
Very smart.
They
Right.
developed a lot of technology.
So there had to be communication with humans.
Not necessarily.
Well, you can see there's visible differences in the way that their cars like look.
That's
None of them
fair.
look like a normal car.
And also,
They look like German cars from.
Oh no! Dear Lord. You're on.
what's your next lap? We need
Uh,
another topic.
My next lap is it just says B smack. I don't remember exactly which one. Yeah.
How do you smack a bee in the face and not immediately?
No, with the bee smacking. I believe it was one of the pilots.
Both.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
might not have been the pilots.
No,
I
it
don't
wasn't
remember
the
exactly.
pilot.
It was
Vanessa.
Barry and
Vanessa.
Vanessa slapping each other.
Yeah.
Oh right, no, you're right. You're right.
Which again, bees have super strength in this universe.
Yeah.
Maybe from their technology and their use of honey.
Well, they have the helmets.
They do.
yeah. They've also upgraded like extreme flying equipment.
Yeah.
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 To help them fly.
I just found 3 packs of fruit snacks in my pocket.
Yeah. Mary.
You didn't give me any of the
I know.
packs, so I ordered them all.
I
You're just gonna call him a whore.
You didn't give me a fruit snack, you whore!
Wouldn't that be the inverse?
yeah.
You
were gonna. That's a weird thing to call it a fruit snack.
I'm sure it's been done before, unfortunately. I killed Mikey.
He's fucking choking to death.
Next laugh.
Yeah, he's choking on the fruit snack.
I don't know.
I choke on fruit snack from time to time.
You hear that, little buddy? We have a chance.
Left number 30. I just have written down plane.
Fucking- Has anybody seen that meme of the planes acting like birds?
Snoop, doop, snoop.
I love how we just gave up on recapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still recapping it. We're just going along with like Lincoln's notes, and then we cover stuff around it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
This is the only framework we have. What are you what?
Somehow we connected here.
Todd, you know a little too much about Hitler. Where were you during World War II?
Where were you between the years of 1930 and
my great
1940?
grandpappy's nuts.
Do you guys know my... Never mind.
I'm intrigued.
That my
Like
great
very
granddad was taken captive by the Germans and escaped over mountains at the age of like 14 to 17.
Damn.
Hell yeah, baller.
He's very unlucky with being that young, captured by Germans.
Yeah, one of my great grandparents was a German POW as well. Of course,
My
he
grandparents-
only escaped once.
Technically, one of my great grandparents was part of Germany, but we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, you would fucking know, Ty.
Surprisingly,
I'm
despite
just
being
saying.
half German, I don't think I had any ties to them. I never like the 1800s.
I mean, you personally don't have any ties to Nazis?
No, my
What do you
lineage.
mean you don't
My
have
lineage.
Ties.
I do.
Tie is ties.
Hey, Ty, what other keepsake I saw downstairs? It was a red flag with the spinny black thing on it.
Oh, yeah. It said that's a don't step on snack flag. It's just a four-headed snack.
Yeah, it's a don't step on Hydra flag.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just saying the Red Skull made us some points. You
No.
know, I mean the Red Skull going after the fucking space stone, or I mean,
Hey, he knew what he was going for.
Please
He knew
grace
where he
us
was
with
he
going.
was going for it until he realized he didn't have anything to
Do what?
sacrifice. and
Please
decided to
grace
get
us with-
depressed.
With lap
Indeed,
number
yeah.
31 and cut Tyler off.
Lap number 31. I just left the fat guy in the flower shirt.
Yeah, the black and flower shirt.
He did. I only got a glimpse of him because I was too busy
Caleb, you
laughing.
know that
But he
shirt.
did kind of look like Paul Blart.
Yeah,
Oh,
can
yeah,
you
he absolutely.
take a beat to me that before Caleb got that shirt, that guy had it.
That's true.
That's where you got your shirt from.
And then I better get to it quick so it's not anticlimactic. 32 was just laughing at the plane again.
Yeah, respectable.
All right. Can we also take a moment to realize that they had like what, maybe 500 flowers in that plane,
Right.
and they repollinated the entire world within a second.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's all one kind of flower.
Yeah, so it should have only worked because that one kind of
For
flower.
that particular scene, it was definitely a hallucination.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there was.
Absolutely. But whose hallucination?
It's probably Vanessa's because at this point she's so like malnourished that she's just in a semi.
Yeah, yogurt.
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
She did say that.
Indeed.
there's no food because nothing's been pollinated to be able to grow. So
That's
she's
right.
just laying there on the ground hallucinating and imagining that these flowers are able to repollinate everything.
Oh, and she's running this shop, but there's nobody there. She's just talking to random people.
Yeah.
Except the bee's putting the lawyer thing in it because the last thing she
Exactly.
remembers is lawyers.
No. Do you guys think that maybe America dipped into the cheese reserve during this recession of food?
It's highly
yeah.
probable just because of how quickly food.
Yes.
Speaking of the cheese reserve,
The moon.
can we talk about the cow at the end?
Oh yeah.
Are we going to talk about the fact that all of the animals can and do talk?
They just have chose not
Right.
to for all this time. What is not just the future thing? What does that tell about animals in the past that they have just
Does
decided
this mean
not
that
to
this is
speak?
connected to cars
Wait.
in some way?
There is the potential.
Wait,
I think Cars is a post-apocalyptic.
No,
one.
Cars is a Disney film. This is a DreamWorks production.
Oh.
That doesn't mean they don't mix though.
That's a fair point. And
Well,
also,
yeah, Winnie the Pooh was in it.
so where was
There's a
Barry
connection.
B. Benson's grandfather during World War II?
My mom's house. Wait, your mom's house.
Both of their houses.
I mean, he
They're the
did seem to
same.
be able to travel across fucking.
Brother!
Okay, so the thing you have to understand though is that animals, all these different animals, suddenly start talking because a bee wanted to fuck a human.
Yeah, and also never confirmed, but they do be fucking.
I mean, they try.
Rule 34 has anything to say about
He certainly likes to try and give her his milk and honey.
it. Indeed.
Wait, so does that mean that in this universe, like, cop dogs and cop horses are actually, like, they are cops? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, all
They're
dogs
right.
are registered officers.
So does that mean,
And
in the debate of all dogs go to heaven, all cops go to hell, these dogs are going to hell because they are cops? And
No, they go to purgatory because
Yeah, they get stuck in limbo.
what? Why?
They're actually,
why
they
would
just
cops go
always
to
get
hell?
reincarnated to continue
What?
to serve
Hold
their
on.
duty until
What?
the end of time.
Yeah, it can't.
Why would our police force and armed forces go to hell?
It's a saying, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just based off the saying, all dogs go to heaven, all cops go to hell.
Oh.
Well, all cats go to hell. is the other thing.
Well, cats are evil.
Cats are
motherfuckers.
not evil.
Unless you
bitch.
encounter
The
shit.
fucking Egyptians feared them for a reason.
They feared them
They
in
don't
they feared them in a respect way. They didn't fear them in a way.
I still think they feared them. Fear is fear, no matter how
Fear,
you spend it.
fear and respect can go hand in
Math is math!
It's math. Why did they change back?
Okay, we fear in a respectful
the-
way, like the Christian God. So there's statues of him.
You're reverent.
We
Wait, what?
fear Hitler. There's not statues of Hitler here.
Not yet. I'm working on that.
Time.
No!
Damn it, time.
Listen, it just looks like Charlie Chaplin in a different.
If I
I thought you were going to say Charlie
If
Brown.
I give you
Charlie died of cancer.
Hitler,
Charlie
first.
So, give me
Charlie was always a reject.
Charlie Brown is basically the
Old school reject?
Charlie Brown is just younger Caillou before he died of cancer.
Yeah, no, Caillou never died of cancer. He went off the grid and became Charlie Brown.
That was his new.
Caillou's beta
Yeah,
dad.
he moved away because he wanted to just go undercover after all the various crimes and felonies he'd committed because he had to get away from the law somehow because he's seen the shit.
Oh,
Caillou
wait a
does.
minute. So then he is on drugs, and that's why Snoopy is like acting like a person.
Exactly. And then because Charlie Brown has been such a reject his whole life, he ended up moving to Germany and becoming Hitler.
Indeed.
That's a
It's
lot
all
of
coming
liberty
together.
right there. But
I like your logic.
so that's over Caillou's cuck beta father.
Dude, his beta father who eats
Sit-
unsalted saltine.
Yep, you have to eat that while sitting on a park swing.
Yep. Oh man.
All right. Well, we basically almost wrapped up this entire B movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, in about 2.5 times.
Right.
exactly.
Okay, well now we have to get into what our predictions would be. So obviously, I don't think they're gonna make a B movie 2 anytime
No.
soon. But
Anytime soon.
if they did, though, we need to discuss what our predictions would be for the second B movie.
All right.
Yes.
more sexual
That is-
undertones.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously, because this
Well,
one's like
wait.
R-rated, you know.
If we play a
Well, the
lot,
second one, they would have relationship troubles, I think.
I think that's.
I think also Barry's law practice would probably be not doing as well, because being in the business of telling animals to stand up for themselves, and humans basically starving to
He
death.
gets in trouble with the mob because
Well,
they're
question,
tired of his
Is
shit.
is the mobs for New York City rats?
I mean,
Probably.
yeah,
they don't like
probably.
rats. They
They don't like the rats.
But the
Famously.
most
There are no rats in Alberta. As a
Nectar
business in
swings
Alberta.
by,
There are rats.
unleashes rats.
We're not rats, we're mice.
We ain't rats.
We're rodents. We're generals.
What if?
This
Okay.
is legal business.
So
No,
here's,
it's Zootopia. It's a mole. Ice.
here's my prediction. I think
Well, by the end of it, it probably would become Zootopia, wouldn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
I think,
Except humans would also be integrated.
No,
Yeah.
they're extinct.
I think that
Humans
they
would probably deteriorate
Barry Benson
rapidly.
would
They
say
would shrink in
started-
population dramatically, and then they would start to stabilize.
Barry D. Benson would
That's
say
the
he did Nazi experiments in order to change people and animals.
It might be global war, actually, if people started dying off that quickly.
I think that in the
I
second
don't
movie,
know about that.
they
And then,
really
well, no.
Right.
If Obama was in power,
Well, I'm just
But
thinking-
yeah, obviously they'd be
Resources
married.
becoming
but I feel like
scarce,
they'd be
people
past
becoming
the honeymoon
desperate.
stage,
That's going to be
and they
causing
call
people to
that
try and take other people's stuff. It's
yeah,
gonna
that's
start
crazy nice.
start
Mass
world
panic.
And so she'll have a panic when she realizes
Eventually
that all
Barry
the
B.
different
Benson
bugs
would
that
rise
would
to power.
have done
And then
pollination
when
should have
nuclear
been
war
there,
happens
but
in the
they're not.
aftermath,
And
that's
so she
what
starts
causes
questioning Barry.
Utopia is basically Chernobyl.
Yeah, and then
And
she'll
the
begin to
people
piece
are not
together
people,
that
they're
Barry's
just
really
cars.
trying to fight for
Right.
like full
Radiation.
control.
Right, okay.
Because you can see him
Yes, a
taking
new
more
step
and
in
more of like large
Which are really,
strides in
the
legal
cars
thing,
themselves
but you begin to
are
realize that
not
they're
the
all
metal, that is like a
self-beneficial.
shell. They have flesh underneath. That's just
I'm saying, I know what you're referencing.
I'm actually not referencing anything in particular.
Are you sure?
Absolutely, very
You're-
trying to say.
I'm actually basically
He's trying to like win the public's appeal
It's like
and that kind of thing. And then
plates are pulled together.
slowly the
Flesh
pieces
poking
start
through
falling
cracks.
into place as
a
Vanessa
spring trap
starts taking
situation.
you apart.
Spring
saying,
trap!
"And the monster.
Hey, Mater.
Oh,
Where
you
did
know
all
what?
these other
You
things go?"
There almost certainly
Okay.
is fan art of Springtrap as a car.
What did I even walk into?
Go to Wolford or Reddit of drag car Reddit of cars fucking crap. Go to Reddit of
I think I'm gonna go back.
Okay. Alright, Ty,
Yeah.
what is your prediction for the second movie?
You're gonna say
movie.
car fantasy.
No.
Which car?
Caleb probably.
Which car would you
Hey, you
fuck?
Alright, that's two questions. Alright. My prediction will be that his law firm will be under some stress, as well as a relationship with Vanessa, as they finally realize that being a human and bee is not compatible in any way, sexually,
On
physically,
any-
mentally.
So there's
And
cars
eventually,
Oh,
I
and he
think
didn't have an age.
I also think eventually it'll turn into like a Princess and the Frog, where Vanessa gets transformed into and Barry gets transformed into a human for a day. And I think that would be pretty cool. And eventually,
Vanessa loses
And at the
3 years off her
end-
life.
and at the end of the movie, they would decide to revert back and stay as they are because they realize with the power of being together, they can solve any problem.
Being together. That's what the undertitle would be. Subtitle.
Yes.
Be
And
two
then,
together.
which car I would
Yeah.
fuck?
1969.
1969 Mustang Mach 1.
Why do you actually know of a car you would fuck?
Have you?
Fucking sexy.
Have you?
No, I haven't seen a fucking Mach.
Tyler, when you're
You know how expensive a Mach 1 69
okay,
Mustang
Ty,
is?
when you said you're a man who has fucked, I didn't think you meant.
Listen. It was a dark and
Is that why you can't go to any car show?
Oh, no. I
Wait.
can go to car shows. It's just I can't.
It's like
I gotta be
porn,
faithful. I gotta be faithful to Shelly the Shelly.
I think that the car that
Shelly
I
the
would fuck
Shelby.
is an '83 Chevy Impala.
I see.
Go back a bit. Shelby's a Mustang.
Okay, B, what are your predictions for the second B movie?
And what car would you fuck?
You don't need to know that. What?
No.
69 Chevy Impala.
Good choice. That was a good year.
Indeed.
And
It's also pretty
for
fun.
the second B movie, I can see the lawsuits going on around
Stabbing you.
and the government trying to, imprison Barry B. Benson. For the second viewing of the B
Bless you.
movie, I am most definitely going
Bless
to be
you.
falling asleep. Let's be honest. I'm already kind of falling asleep.
You can give me a ride home, bro.
I know. Let me take a nap first.
Sure.
We're 2 minutes away from this being 2 hours. Just the commentary.
Oh, wow. Where are you posting this on? Tumblr?
Okay, you do remember I'm Christian, right?
I'll put it on my.
Not for long.
No. Please no.
We are not posting this anywhere.
Why
It
not?
is simply a file that stays on our phones
No,
or
you have to
computers
send
for
it to me
posterity's
so I
sake.
can upload it to YouTube.
No.
We need to start
It has
Tyler's full name.
It also is my full
Do we
name.
want?
And mine.
That's so.
Yeah. I
So
don't.
people know my fucking name. They don't know anything else about me. You don't know
That you have.
You know this will get brought up in job interviews, correct?
Yes.
It's
What's up?
possible, but it's not probable. That's basing this off the assumption that more than 3 people are going to listen to the video.
Also, show us to your church.
No, no.
I'll show it to my temple.
Fuck. I think
Rabbi Kahan will love it.
I think he will enjoy.
No, but you do have to
Actually,
send me the file because I can make a proper like thumbnail / background image.
I can
for it.
edit it for you.
My
and
temple.
then
It's has to be the thumbnail. The fuck. You have to know. You have to take that thing and transform it into Barry B. Benson's face.
Well, but also, I want your face on Mike Wazowski still.
That was not the move to do.
Okay, if you send it to me, I will edit it.
Yeah.
I guarantee that it'll be in a.
No, I think it just stays raw.
I think leaving it raw
I like
is
it.
better.
Mm,
Because Till Death Do Us Part was pretty much raw.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. They were very strong.
If I could get a chance-
in any way.
It's so I did a podcast
light
before this.
editing.
My homeboys, Dakota Hunter and Scotty, we all did it was a podcast of I can't remember the name, but it was something in the Dome of Death. Scotty still has it on his computer. I have him send me the file to share you all.
Gotcha.
I can do very light editing, just like segments that are
Kayla.
not needed.
What are you looking for B movie?
Yeah,
2?
Caleb, let's hear your predictions.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's definitely gonna be a.
It's gonna be.
There's going to be
Get the fuck out.
a romance.
Don't make me
opening
get my
scene.
gun.
I feel like Vanessa isn't gonna
Are
be
you
satisfied with her spouse.
Really hard. Just like
I feel like by this point they would have already been married.
Right.
Oh
They
yeah.
would have 100%. She,
But they're going through divorce.
she's not getting what she really expected out of having a date spouse. So I think battling the relationship issues, kind of like what you mentioned before, and the stress and struggles of, the law firm and everything else going downhill, I feel like Benson is going to have to look for other ways of sustenance.
Use
And
respect on that
Yeah,
damn
put some
name.
respect on Barry B. Benson.
Very
name.
B-Dog
When you say
Benson.
Benson, turns into the guy from Regular Show.
That is true as well. I feel like Ray Liotta is also going to have to work in at some point. He's
Liotta.
probably going to be giving
At least
Barry B. Benson another
He's
form of
still alive.
income in like
I thought you were gonna say massage.
probably that as well.
It's Ray Liotta alive.
That's true.
So probably gonna have to work out some illegal trafficking or some sort of deals with Ray.
He's
to be able to sustain
fucking
his life.
dead.
What?
He died in 2022.
That
Ray
really
Liotta.
Oh, he's fucking dead.
Oh, well, there goes our
Radio.
B movie too.
Lots of nominated.
Your edited parts of the podcast are the B-roll.
No.
And it has to go on Patreon, so people have to buy it. Yes.
Well,
Ray
Ray
Liotta's
Liotta's
dead.
Okay,
dead.
did you have anything else to add on there?
I just killed my entire
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Man.
Yikes. Okay, well then, Carter, what are your predictions?
Let's see. Okay. So the bees have, they've already done their lawsuit and stuff, and that's all cleared out. All the other animals are starting to do this. Humans are no longer having they're no longer getting food from basically anything but plants at this point. There is some fighting from that.
To
Yeah.
the humans.
Yes, plants getting waste, and then they can't eat
Plants
plants
versus
anymore.
zombies.
Then it becomes a point where they can't eat anything, or else they'll be breaking the law. So then, anarchy. Everything falls apart. Society breaks down. It breaks down. Oh yes, that's true.
Only cannibalism is legal.
Society breaks down, and
Technically
after a
speaking,
while
desecration
of
of a
like
bee.
resource wars and stuff, and
been making this roast for 9 months.
nuclear holocaust happens, and then in the aftermath of that, the Cars franchise is born, and B Movie 2 has
very
become
nice.
an origin story for the Cars franchise.
I agree.
So it's the B movie, Zootopia, Car.
Yes.
No. It goes from the B movie to the C movie.
What was the A movie? A ants movie?
Starts with A Bug's Life.
It starts
Yeah.
with A Bug's Life.
It goes from a bug's life to ants.
Right.
Because ants is grittier than a bug's life.
And ants also ends with Z, which is the last letter in the alphabet.
Exactly.
Then it's the C movie and then Shrek.
Shrek is after.
Shrek is love.
Shrek would be way before all of this because it's in like fantasy.
The Shrekening.
Like.
Well, time is a flat circle. Eventually, after the Cars situation, eventually Shrek is born because there's a car nuclear disaster.
Right.
And that wipes out all car life.
There is also a
There's
car
magic
pope,
creatures.
which implies a car Jesus.
Yes. And there's a Pope Mobile, which implies car Pope assassination attempts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is my prediction.
Gotcha. Alright, so I think mine and Mikey's were like pretty on the same
Yeah,
wave.
we-
We were vibing.
Yeah.
You know, we got into a real groove.
We
Like,
storyboarded.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, obviously, same deal as like everybody else's. They're married now.
Yeah.
And, you know, they start having issues in their marriage. And Vanessa slowly starts picking apart, like, Barry's past because there's no moths or anything else that would spread pollen. And, like, she slowly starts finding out that it was all Barry who did this to try and get a monopoly on everything. And we see that Barry has progressed into being like a high tier, like lawyer, politician
He
situation.
rewrote Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I was gonna Skylar White.
Yeah. Well, because he just starts picking it apart and realizing, and now this is on a much bigger scale though. This is not confined to, you know, just,
Albuquerque.
right, it's not just Albuquerque. It's the whole of
Technically.
the US because he starts interfering in like law, like
The whole
federal
world.
stuff. Like he's on a high level.
So Barry is Elon Musk.
Yeah. But the difference
They're going to build spaceships powered by honey.
Honey
They're gonna look like
Raptor.
stingers. Not SpaceX, it's Space H.
Yeah, like she just keeps pulling it apart and she keeps breaking it down, and she gets to the point where she realizes she's like, this was all him. All these laws and regulations, while they seem like they're beneficial for everybody else in the beginning, it becomes very clear that all of this is entirely self-serving, and that Barry is setting up a plot to essentially give himself complete control over the U.S. And then it becomes the point where Barry is no longer the protagonist, he's the antagonist. And then Vanessa becomes the protagonist where she has to take down Barry.
And he teams up with Adam.
Like everybody did.
Yeah, you're right. Ken was right there all
Their
along.
spark is reignited.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end of the movie, it ends with them in a relationship again. And then
No,
at the
no,
beginning
no.
of the third movie, they immediately have broken up.
That's the thing is,
No, it starts immediately with Barry
Kevin
dying.
goes gay with
Ken-
his Vita.
Ken,
For all-
Ken, after losing his girl to a bee, Ken actually put pencil to paper, became the president of the United States, and then was cucked by Barry B. Benson.
Now, I like to imagine that he didn't become the president, he became like a special forces agent.
Yes, he injected himself with altered honey to become a half bee.
Yeah. He had the ability to fly his super strength.
But bee.
So he's B-Man.
Yes. Yes.
Not Spider-Man, B-Man.
B-Man.
And then he was stung by a radioactive bee.
A radioactive Barry B. Benson.
I think after they get back together at the end of your movie, then it just cycles back to the entire, like the first movie over again, where they're playing tennis together.
It's the cycle of life.
And then there's a different bee is born that is also named Barry B. Benson, unrelated.
The juniors, it's the generations.
It's a family name.
It's a family. It's all in the family.
Hey, what's cousin?
Alright, well, I think that pretty much sums up our
Wait, Lincoln, did you have your prediction for the...
My prediction is a little different. As Barry B. Benson is getting up in age, he's 4 weeks old. He wants to give the newer generation a better life. However, unfortunately, the newer generation has been radicalized and is actually starting the world takeover. And he's trying to stop it. He eventually teams up with I don't know who, maybe the lawyer, maybe Ken.
No, he would team up with Ken because
Yeah.
Ken is a special forces agent.
We're still on this, okay. Yes. So he has to stop these radical bees from scarring the name of Be Kind worldwide.
So he's fighting bee terrorism.
Yeah. So you know how Cars was a regular racing movie and then Cars 2 was a spy thriller?
Yeah.
That same thing happened in the B movie.
Very good.
Cars 2 is amazing. By the
Cars
way.
2 was awesome.
was incredible.
I was actually going to mention if we didn't do the
That
B
is
movies, we
true.
should have done Cars 2.
Oh, that would have been contender.
Yeah.
You said
Cars
that could have been Tinder.
Okay. Cars 4.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, since Ty knows what car he wants to fuck right off the top of his head, he'd
Listen,
be a strong contender.
69 Mach 1 Mustang. Sexiest car alive. Fight me.
Alive?
Yes, alive.
I'm gonna have that car message you and then have it catfish you and it's really just a Fiat Multipla.
It's a Chevy's car. In Miku green.
I don't care what the
No,
car
you know
is.
some Fiat
As long
Multipla.
as it's on a Ford fucking Focus, I will be happy.
Focus.
Kia Soul, good luck finding one. They already exploded.
It blows up Kia Soul with mine.
My fucking Kia Soul blows up pancakes with mine.
My fucking pancakes. Well, I think that's a wrap, honestly.
Yeah, we're at 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Well, that's incredible.
Well,
We just yapped for
Thank
2
you.
hours. What the fucking movie?
That is the smallest amount of time we will have spent on it from this point on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
well, for any listeners out there who listen to this,
I'm so sorry.
I deeply apologize.
You're
I
welcome.
had fun.
I'm gonna be the editor.
You better deeply
There's no editor. I know you want to edit this.
Okay,
There's
you
no
know,
editor.
just because of that, you know, you can suck my bee balls. I would like to
And on that note,
I suggest
you can lick up all of that milk and honey.
Ew.
to any people listening, thank you for tuning in. and
Okay, well,
listening
what
to
are we
us.
doing for like our
You
outro?
like
quote,
jazz.
though?
I think why
You like jazz.
is
You
yogurt
like
night
jazz? Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of like the you like jazz though.
And
Well,
pretty good, but it doesn't feel like an ending thing.
I think why is yogurt night is also
Yeah, it's we gotta
And
say, you
this
know, the
nightmare.
question that you need to be ruminating on until next year
Yeah.
is why is yogurt?
And yes,
You know
we
what?
should have yogurt froyo next
we will say why.
But we don't. That's the point.
All right.
Is we don't have yogurt night because yogurt night.
Well, see, we're not
do it in memory.
so we
Yeah.
can't do it. We do
We're just
have-
flexing on Ken.
That's what the B movie is all about.
That's a good question posed by our colleagues, whoever's listening. Thank you for listening and tuning in. And we'll leave you with this one quick query question of the day.
Just keep in your minds, ruminate on it for the next year.
Why is yogurt night so difficult?
Thank you and good night.
Oh, sleepy.